Just want to kind of plant this seed, Mario, which is I walked past Mario's house for 2 years and watched it built since it was just earth. Beautiful backyard, a beautiful swimming pool.
Oh, thank you. And I know you're a carpenter too. How's it looking? I mean, what was
I was examining the work.
Oh my God!
I wasn't happy about the nailing schedule on the shear wall on the south side of the house. But we can talk off the air. We'll have to pull some stucco back, and I'll go ahead and measure that.
Okay.
Beautiful backyard. I'd love to come over. And
open
enjoy
invite,
a little
man.
tequila.
There we go.
It's getting warm out. I'll get in the pool, but I'm keeping my shirt on. All right? I don't want you walking around all greased up and hairless, doing a weird flex thing where you're trying to itch your back. All right, so just want to put it out there. Shirt staying on.
Wear your rash guard.
I'm wearing my rash guard.
Well, it was a very sad and troubling and scary 4th of July for the people of Highland Park in Illinois, which is a very well-to-do suburb of Chicago. So at least 6 people were killed, 24 others seriously injured after this 22-year-old gunman opened fire at the parade. As the parade began rolling through downtown, police said this guy climbed the roof using a ladder in an alley. He opened fire with an assault rifle at the crowd below. There were reports he'd been planning the assault for weeks. He dressed up as a woman to sort of blend into the crowd. I don't know if you saw pictures of him. We don't really name these guys. But he had tattoos and shit all over his face.
Fairly insane.
Yeah.
Sad.
After this manhunt lasted several hours, police apprehended the guy following a car chase. And apparently he's a aspiring rapper, posted a lot of violent videos on YouTube, and now another report is coming out that he was scoping out a synagogue in April. And yet the uncle came on and said, I never saw any problem with the kid. Didn't seem trouble to me.
People, look, there's not enough FBI guys to go out on calls, and there's too many guns that are already out in circulation. We need some home policing going on here. There's just the outside-in version of it. Like, well, we'll just dispatch the FBI to what? Follow up every crackpot who sends a tweet out that seems threatening or bizarre or insane. It's not enough of them. It's like not enough school counselors to ever get the grade levels up for the kids that don't study at home and parents don't give a crap. You know what I mean? Like at some point, uncles, family, kid's getting his 3rd face tattoo and looking at Soldier of Fortune magazine. Somebody's got to start. We got to work at the inside.
I feel like whenever they interview the neighbors too, whether it's a serial killer or whether it's an individual like that, he was nice, quiet,
Kept to himself.
They never vocal about seeing any sort of.
And to that point, I was just thinking, we just talked about the Uvalde shooter who shot his grandmother in the face, and when she came running out of the yard saying, guess who did this to me, the neighbor knew right away. So maybe that's a good snitching from the neighbor.
I didn't spend a lot of time looking at this because 4th of July is with my family, whatever, but I was scrolling Twitter like late at night. Apparently this guy's dad is kind of kooky, so you're the self-policing, while fantastic, falls apart when your dad's a nut.
No, it's gotta spread into dad's brother, neighbors. It's like whoever the next least kooky person is.
Next of kook.
Here's it's a simple test. Like if you go to the parent or go to the family member or whomever and said, did you hear about name the guy, and then they went, oh my God, what did he do?
Right.
Did he do that? I'm arresting you.
Yeah.
That meant you fucking knew this guy was a ticking time.
What
If
do
you
you
go
do
like,
now?
oh shit.
Yeah.
If somebody said to me, if Mark Garrigo said to me, did you hear about Sunday? I'd go, what do you do? Compliment you again when you were walking in the neighborhood? Like,
Pester you with basketball stats?
Yes. That I wouldn't go, oh my God, what did he do?
What now?
What now?
Yeah.
Right. All
Yeah.
right. So it's my what now policy.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with this kid. Brittney Griner, she, we've been talking about her, imprisoned WNBA star. She's handwritten a letter to President Biden that was delivered Monday to the White House, where she pleaded with the president not to forget about her. Griner's been held in Russia since mid-February.
How does that work? You get a steno pad and then you hand it to the bailiff, or I mean, no, you like
Get yourself a
guard
stamp.
and go like.
Yeah. The Phoenix Mercury Center was arrested. We talked about this at a Moscow airport in February because allegedly some cannabis oil was found in her luggage. She's been ordered by a Russian judge to remain behind bars during her trial. That began Friday. Do you know, we had never actually discussed this. Do you know why she was there?
No.
In her off season from the WNBA, she plays in Russia.
She plays in the Russian league.
To pick up some extra money on the side and look at
I heard. Saw a press conference. Not a press conference. Someone was asking Biden. He's like, "Yeah, I'm aware of it. We're on it, but I don't know I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
That's
I assume this-
what's the consequence in Russia that potentially
Up to 7 years in prison. I
Oh my
think.
God.
I mean, it's a
That's
healthy
that's
prison
she's
sentence.
severe though.
too-
Doesn't it seem
she's
too
too-
severe?
Indeed. Indeed it does.
She's too tall for prison. Prison is
tall.
it's a lot of like undersized.
low ceiling.
And by the way, they ain't padded.
Oh,
you know what I
sure.
mean? Like
Yeah.
that's cinder block.
Wow.
They're not made for that kind of range.
You would just
Shower
think,
heads.
No, you're right.
Titty height.
It
you
starts
know?
at the belly button.
It's just it's not a good place to be tall. She's 6'9".
Oy
Prison's
vey.
not.
It's not for
It's
you.
basically like living on a Southwest flight at 6'9".
boy.
You know, like everything is not made for
Right.
you.
You would just think in some ways, Russia is so into like showing diplomacy and like you're playing for us or you're playing here that would be a pass, but no.
I don't know. Someone should tell Putin you're going to get some bad ink.
Yeah.
You're no
There's gonna be
longer you'll be
backlash.
the darling of the free world. You keep this shit up.
We learned some very interesting things about Putin the other day about his shaky tremors and why he's always kind of holding a table now and some.
What'd you learn?
That there's some health issues. That
No, I've been hearing that. Those
Yeah.
legit, or was that just a rumor?
apparently it's legit.
It's legit.
Yeah.
The latest season of Stranger Things, one of the storylines is he's in a Russian prison.
That's right.
Not a good place to be.
Correct.
I mean,
I don't know
if
if
we're
you
going to
guys
base
have
it
been
on
watching.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, you're
no,
right.
but right, it doesn't look.
Not a vacation.
No, definitely not.
Well, also,
yeah.
what do we, do we have any ability to do anything anymore? Like what I'm saying is,
hope
it's like,
so.
well, what I'm saying is like Biden's known about it for 3 months.
right.
It's just, what's he? Well, he's interested.
Don't
Like,
they usually
he-
sort
like,
of barter?
They
have
usually
some
try
sort
to
of-
trade him somewhere.
Right.
Like we got
Yeah.
Yakov Smirnoff. I know you'd like to imprison him. We'll trade him. I mean, I love the guy, but we're kind of done with him. You know what I mean?
He's made his bones here.
He's made enough jokes.
But it's always like we'll give you
Back in the
one.
Alice days. We're taking it back, all these references.
We'll give you one harmless WNBA player for like 3 war criminals.
Right.
So what are we supposed to do?
Yeah, or maybe we'll like lease them Seagal.
Oh, right.
We're not going to give them away, but
like a Rodman situation.
He likes to kick
Rodman.
it there, though. Seagal
Yeah.
does like to kick it there.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That's a good. You should be a diplomat.
well, other than we kind of go, yeah, we're aware of it. We want to get her back, but here we are.
Yeah.
Look, what are we going to do?
Nothing. So we'll see how
okay.
the trial, quote unquote, goes. Let's talk about a real hero, a real American hero, more so than in past years when he's been a
Oh,
hero.
can I say this? So,
yes.
look, I don't believe the CBD whatever oil was planted. She's an athlete. She
Yeah.
has to recover. Many NBA folks, like to partake.
What?
It's fine. It's medicine for them, or it helps them. But it helps them relax, or it's good for their muscle aches. They don't have to take Vicodin.
Right.
Good. I'm not judging that. But it would suggest that Russia's not hip and cool with the CBD oil or the cannabis oil or whatever we're talking about. And I know they're all kind of piped up on vodka over there. Shouldn't we get a little weed going their direction? Like as a culture,
nice.
Might chill him out a little.
Yeah.
the ripping a bong load just sort of as a culture, maybe a little less invading of Ukraine and a little much seeing what movies Lopez is recommending this week
That's a
on
good
the
move.
tube.
I like that plan. That's a good 1-2 punch.
They need some
onto something.
fucking CBD more than any culture I can think of. And instead, as far as I can tell, their weapon of choice is vodka, which
Yeah.
just gets you going the other direction.
Get you riled
right?
up.
Right.
You're absolutely right. So let's talk about this hero, Joey Chestnut.
Oh, my God.
He did it again,
That's-
and is in a spectacular feat this year.
Can I just say, greatest athlete America's ever produced.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Joey Chestnut.
Thank you.
15 in a row. And as he's competing,
Yep.
somebody tried to protest, then he gets my dude in a rear naked choke.
I know.
Continues to dominate.
What a hero.
That's-
Just next level.
He's a superhero. I'm going to show it to you. He's
And he did it
38.
with like a broken leg, didn't he?
Yes.
Or broken.
Yes. He's 38. He won his 15th competition at the 4th of July. Nathan's
Oh, he
famous
killed
annual
Kobayashi already.
This time, now he's slipping a little, but we have a good excuse. He only ate 63 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. That's down from his 76 from last year. But that low total may have to do with the fact that he as you said, took down a protester in the middle of the match. This guy pushed Chestnut, so Chestnut grabs him and like takes him to the ground. Here's the clip.
Well, during the competition, a protester with a Darth Vader mask rushed the stage and bumped into Chestnut.
He gets in a rear naked. Look at that.
Chokehold there. I think he's done that before.
Good.
With a mouthful of food.
Didn't even hesitate. Legend. Straight legend.
Given refunds to the
shows you a couple different angles.
What was that guy protesting, by the way?
I'll tell you.
Environmental thing or something?
No,
He was against hot dogs?
He's against hot dogs. He's
He's against hot dogs.
They all wore masks of stormtroopers and Darth Vader from Star Wars, and when they walked on stage, they displayed exposed Smithfield's Death Star, which I guess is a pork processing plant and pig farm, and they didn't like that.
People remember Joe Coy.
That's Kobayashi. That was his first appearance on the show.
First gig on the radio show
He called
like
Tad
15
fat.
years ago. He would call us Kobayashi and
We had Joey
torment.
Chestnut on the show.
Yeah,
and he
we
would call him
torment-
taunt him.
Joey Chestnut. I don't know if
You
you
don't know
can
this?
find that anywhere.
It's
It's
legendary.
on the internet. It's so funny.
It would have been 06 for sure because Tad was only on for that 1 year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he would be Joe Coy, who's selling out the arenas now, was on as Kobayashi.
Did Chestnut know
funny.
it was a bit?
Here's the thing about
You got into it.
guys that are good at athletic endeavors or guys like that. It's kind of athletes are this way. Like, even if they kind of know you're kidding, they still don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you go interview Dan Marino and go, all right, pretend you're gay. Who would you most be attracted to in the NFL?
He doesn't play ball?
They're not fans of that kind of talk. But look, can we? Yes.
Well, let me just say, food for thought. As you point out, curiosity is the best trait. Right? You want to learn about something, you dig a little deep. I'm like, I saw the highlights, wonderful Joey Chestnut, blah blah blah. I'm like, what the fuck ever happened to Kobayashi? Like, I dominated, and it was gone. So I did a little digging. Not much. It's pretty easy to find. Turns out there was a dispute with Major League Eating, which puts on all these contests. MLE, and he refused to sign an exclusivity contract with them.
Principled
and they
stance.
banned him from the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
So is he eating Is he competing in other?
He was doing all over the
circuit.
Got to be in
world, yeah.
Dubai doing some.
No, because I don't
corporate
think.
eating.
No, I know what you're saying though, because they don't just eat hot dogs. They got like meatball
Yep,
eating
yep,
contests
yep.
and taco eating contests.
He
And
was doing unsanctioned contests.
wow.
And so, if I may just finish, Kobayashi in 2010 crashed the Nathan's hot dog eating contest after being banned for a number of years. And when the crowd started chanting because they recognized who he was, he took to the stage hoping they'd let him eat and let him compete. They arrested him, and he's been banned for life.
Wow.
From the hot dog eating contest.
Wow.
So,
It's a
Joey
folk
Chestnut,
hero.
good for you, American hero. But let's not forget that your main competition, who won 6 in a row, was not allowed to compete.
Thank you for that. I always wondered what happened to Kobayashi and his
There's an
dominance.
asterisk next to Joey
There
Chestnut.
should be.
Well, but we can count the number of dogs consumed. It's hard to do the Mark McGuire, juicing era home runs, Reggie Jackson,
True.
whatever.
True.
These are equal size, equal weight, equal
Well, no,
numbers.
Kobayashi's a lot smaller dude.
He is.
He's a lot
but
smaller dude.
I would say Joey can hold the crown and sleep like a baby if his numbers outdid Kobayashi's
Correct.
big numbers.
True.
Yes.
Kobayashi topped out at 53.
Oh no, then
53
Chestnut's next
3/4.
He
level.
can't
He's next
hold
level.
Joey's
Chestnut's
jock.
next
That was
level.
No
2007.
No
That's how he
asterisk.
would have improved
No,
his
that's
game.
true. No, that's true. That's he makes a
I
good
got to
point.
give it to Chestnut, but I will say this. First off, meatball eating contest, fine. Tacos, fine. I don't like the wings. There's
Yeah.
too much left on the
Yeah.
bone.
Yeah.
I got to see how much.
Room
It's
for
not-
controversy.
Not
Yeah.
precise. Not
much.
precise at all.
Make that food disappear.
Yeah.
Yep.
And should we I say this every year. We need to reboot. Pull the
Speaking of
dog
boot.
out, dip it in a cup of water.
Yeah.
You have to eat hot dogs as presented when you were 9 from the barbecue at your dad's place. I want a hot dog.
Yeah.
You have to eat the hot dog. I want to see how many you can eat. Go,
Like a
go.
human.
They're
Look,
still eating them.
they're taking them apart. They're
know.
dunking them in
Yeah.
water, and they're shoving it. I want to see you eat that hot dog.
Old school style.
See
Yeah.
the fat. Look, the numbers are going to go down.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Just like they have natural bodybuilding
Yes, yes,
competitions and then juicing and
Sure.
stuff. Fine.
Right.
Let's have a natural competition. You make every 5th one a loaded chili dog. That's the money.
With a pretzel bun.
Pretzel bun. That's the money ball. That's the 3-point. That's the 3-point shootout. That's the red,
I
white,
love
and blue
it. I
ball.
love it.
That.
Let's do a whole new scoring system.
They added who can drink a gallon of lemonade the fastest this year.
I saw
too.
that.
That was
That's
wild
impressive.
too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you go into like sugar shock, like a diabetic coma?
I don't know. We have Kobayashi from 2006 from the Adam Carolla show.
Oh, nice.
Hold on. We have Kobayashi on the phone. He doesn't like what Joey's been saying. Kobe?
Joey Chestnut, sir. You should not even train because you're a big loser.
Oh, no. Now, these are fighting words. Listen, Kobayashi. Oh, look, he's training right now.
Commitment.
I'm
Sounds like he's on
a
sausage.
real dog, sir.
Wow.
Real dog, sir.
Kobayashi, I got to say that I think my man Joey's going to beat you next 4th of July.
That is a shame, Adam Carolla, that you are a big loser like a Joey Chestnut.
Joey, can you beat Kobayashi?
Oh, yeah. This is I've come a long way. He's just a little guy. He's going to get beaten.
But you said that last time and you couldn't beat him. Leslie's amused.
Joey! What are you talking about, sir?
No, I beat him in a 1-minute contest once.
You are not a hot dog. You are a hot beach.
Wow. Those are fighting words.
Oh, that is a funny.
Next time I see him, I'm going to hit him and he's not going to go, what happened?
Yes.
I was born to eat a hot dog.
I understand.
The reason why I was born on the year of the dog.
I see.
That day was a very hot. I don't know if you get it, but it was one hot dog.
No, I did the math about 4 minutes ago. That is huge.
Oh, Joey Chestnut is a sissy.
Oh, he called you a
Hey,
CC.
I got a bet for you, Joey. How about if this time you win, I retire. But if I win, I give your wife a foot-long hot dog.
You're Asian, man.
Wow.
Always give her cocktail weenie.
Not subtle.
He's obsessed with Frankfurters. And I got to say,
Joey Chestnut, so you are a sissy.
I've not heard Kobayashi speak until this point.
Everyone thinks I eat a hot dog with the water. I eat it with the sake.
Well, it is true. You do have to dunk the bun, right?
Yes, you do have a dunk. But I dunk in a sake.
Wow. Joey, I got to tell you, your work is cut out for you next year.
Joey, just
Yeah, there's gonna be a little
retire.
pressure.
Go back to being fat.
Called you fat.
Joey Chestnut is a loser.
All right, Kobayashi, thanks for calling in.
Carolla,
Yeah.
one thing I want to say.
Yeah.
I eat a hot dog so much, I poop in links.
All right. The great
stuff.
Joe Coy.
Taunting him.
Couldn't do that bit these days.
No.
probably.
Even
Well,
Joe can't.
I was going to say, can Joe?
No, but it is funny that I think August. I think it's August
Yeah.
found Joe Coy.
That was his first time on the show. He was never on as
Wow.
Wait, when's his movie coming out?
Joe. August?
Very soon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's got a big feature film coming out.
He's
It's
a nice guy. Good for him.
He's a
He's a good
great
guy.
guy, but it's crazy. Mike was like, "We got a guy who does a Kobayashi. You've never heard of him. You've never heard of the guy, but he does it." All right, let's bring it home, Gina Grad.
You got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
More wieners for me, bitches.
That was the news with Gina Grad.
Well, last but not least, there's the Jordan Harbinger Show, a different kind of sponsor for this episode. The Jordan Harbinger Show is a great show. If you love fascinating podcasts with interesting people, you definitely need to check it out. Jordan's been on this show a few times. We've had on me and Dr. Drew's show. Always a good story. Episodes for everyone, no matter what you're into. Jordan will talk to Scott Adams about persuasion in a world where facts don't matter, or go inside the dark world of wildlife trafficking. You always find something useful to apply to your life, routine changes that boost productivity, or slight mindset tweaks that help you see the world in a little bit of a different way. Jordan's a good dude, and he does a great podcast. So if you want to find the show, and I think you should, search Jordan Harbinger Show. That is Harb as in boy, IN as in Nancy, GER, and you can find it at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to finer podcasts. It's Jordan Harbinger. Mario has Access Hollywood weeknights at NBC, and shoot him a look at his Instagram at Mario Lopez. Springfield, Missouri Blue Room Comedy Club. That's July 15th and 16th. Doing some stand-up and some live pod there. And then New York, The Stand will be there with Mark Norman and other great comedians. So I think get a few tickets to that coming up on the 20th. Go to Carolla.com and pre-order the book and all that because it's coming soon. And until next time, Sam Carolla for Gina Grad, Mario Lopez, and Ball Bryan saying mahalo. So then people start speaking out. Now, what did Scientology do? They packed it in. I mean, what are they going to do? How can they police all the people that are speaking out against them? So I've been saying for years, stop apologizing. Everyone starts speaking their mind. Just do it all at once, and there's nothing. It's basically, if Gavin Newsom shuts down the beaches, let's all go to the beach. Everyone drop what you're doing and go to the beach. And you see